Women be like, you can't depend on no man. No, sis, you can't depend on your man. Mine always comes through.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Dom Lovely, your source for all celebrity entertainment news from my point of view. Today we are discussing Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 19, Is Love on the Table? We just got done watching the show, so I will be giving my commentary, and my husband has a couple things he wants to add as well, so this should be very interesting. Specifically, we are addressing the conversation that Olajuwon and Katina had when they went out to dinner, as they both cooked with the chef. So, oh my gosh, you guys, Olajuwon, Isaac, which one are you? Because Olajuwon came to play, honey. I mean, Katina, she looked like she was ready to crawl under the table. Okay, guys, so, let's get into what actually went down. Olajuwon wanted to have a night where they were both cooking because he wanted to support Katina in her efforts to cook more for him. So they went out and, they're cooking the shrimp, fried shrimp, and had it in a cocktail glass. Let me just say this, first of all, from a wife who does cook sometimes. I'm not going to say I cook every day, but...
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Okay. What I'm saying, though, is who's cooking that on a Wednesday night? Nobody's frying up shrimp and putting it in a cocktail glass and, stir frying this rice with all the seasoning and peppers. You might do that on the weekend, maybe a little Friday night, mix it up. But during the week, it's a 30-minute meal, okay? You have a little spaghetti, maybe some pork and beans or rice, something simple. So for Olajuwon to want all of this, which Pastor Cal said he never mentioned, I find it very interesting, okay? So they sit down and Olajuwon basically goes in. Like, he talks about the housewarming and basically said, all your friends, they're the one that brought all the food. What did you do? What did you contribute?
I agree.
What do you agree about?
What did she contribute?
She said she decorated the apartment. So, she didn't go out and get the food. Now, this is what she's saying. I'm going to be honest with you. If it was my housewarming, honey, I probably would have cooked my own seafood pasta, had my chicken rolling, had my, all my stuff rolling and going, and not ask people to bring a bunch of food.
Right. So how can you comment on it in favor of her and negating what he's saying when you would do those things that he's talking about?
But that's me. And this is her, and they're married at first sight. So all these things that he's expecting to do right out the gate, I feel like he needs to let her, allow for her to have more time to come into her womanhood as a wife in this particular situation. Now, he also went as far as to say that in terms of his finances, he's good. Olajuwon is like, my student loans are paid off. My house is, I've already bought a home, and these are things that you have not experienced. The way he was coming at her, it almost seems like there's something deeper going on here. Like, there's some things that we are not seeing that's behind the scenes. So is Katina bad with money? Does she not clean the house? Does she not clean up behind herself? Because they did show a clip where there was an argument. Olajuwon had asked her to help him clean up the house because he says he does not go to bed with a nasty house. I agree with that. And he wanted her to help him sweep up the floors, but she wasn't into it, so she went to bed. I don't know, you guys. On the one hand, I'm like, give her a break, cut her a little slack. But then also I'm like, be upfront and transparent about what you want in your partner. Let her know right off the rip. These are the things I'm expecting. These are the things that I want. These are the things that I'm not seeing in you. Is that fair? I think it is, because if the roles were reversed and a woman was saying all of this to a man, it wouldn't be a big issue. But he's making it seem to me that Katina is a bit irresponsible.
Well, when you get to a certain age, and I think he's reached an age where he still likes to have a good time, or at least he's reached the end of his age where he wanted to just party, but he's also built himself to be a responsible person, taking care of his finances, buying a home, taking care of his home, and he envisioned a certain thing as a certain personality and a certain profile for his wife to be
Right.
able to do the same things, and she's not doing those things or doesn't show that she can do those things, and she's still living like a single woman, and he wants to see that progress. And I think his idea was, if you came on this show, you should be willing to show that progress. And the only progress he's seen is that she's not doing some of the same things. She did self work, not being in the clubs and not hanging out all the time. But the other part of actually being a responsible adult, he's saying he doesn't see that.
Wow. Well, I mean, at least he is man enough to, to say it to her and let her know, like, look, these are some of the issues that I'm having that will prevent me from saying yes on decision day.
See, the problems are with this show is that the show has only shown you the tattooed up party side of Olajuwon, that that, and they're showing the alter ego of him and him transitioning into wanting to have a wife and be a husband, but they haven't really shown you the parts of where he's worked on himself and become the person that he
That's
feels
true.
like he is.
Right.
And so when you're now seeing this part of him expressing the real how he is as an adult and a responsible adult, it looks totally different from how they introduced him.
Right.
And so now you get an idea of him in a different way, and it makes him look, and it looks negative when it's really not. It's just what he expected to have as a wife and as a spouse.
Yes, I totally agree, because I mean, from the way he was introduced, I don't think I would have seen him, having these types of gripes, or, I thought he was pretty much just interested in a woman with a pretty face that was good in bed. So yeah, I totally judged Olajuwon myself. But like I said, Katina was very upset. She left the table and, she's like, I'm not going to keep saying to you, oh, I'm that woman, I can do it. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like there's a lot behind the scenes that we don't know. Maybe there's some shortcomings that Olajuwon is not necessarily saying. But yeah, he went in. You guys let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click that notification bell, and we will chat again soon. Bye.